Okay, are we connected? Yes, we're connected. This might be a little patchy. My service doesn't seem to be the greatest out here, but nonetheless, still a beautiful view, still a beautiful background. I'm coming to you live. Today's my last live interview from Isla Mirada for a little while, but I'm actually going to be bringing on and interviewing one of my good friends, Dom D'Agostino, and I thought he was such an awesome interviewee for today because he actually lives in the Florida Keys, so I'm like, how appropriate. So Dom's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. Hey Barry, hey Sue, hey, who was that first one that I missed? Hey Lonnie, hey Ashley, how are y'all doing? Just put live if you're catching the live, or number one, and put replay if you're catching the replay. This is part of my series that I'm doing. My goal is to interview a different person every day because I love sharing. Hey Marcy, I love sharing all these different stories and just letting you see all the different range of benefits for different people. So Dom's story is absolutely incredible. Some of you guys may have heard it, some of you guys haven't, and he's just an incredible dude all the way around. So I'm excited to interview him today. Hey Miss Elizabeth, hey, y'all let me know if my connection is clear, please. Ashley or Elizabeth or one of y'all. Hey Vaughn, what's going on? So let's see. All right, hey Michelle, awesome. Hey everybody. Cool, so let me grab Dom. He should be popping on anytime. Where are you, Dom? All right. Loud and clear. Yay! Perfect. Let me see if it'll let me request him. Oh, there he is. He just popped on. So he should be able to come. I've already sent the invite. Hey, Vanessa. How are you? Miss Vanessa, all the way in Canada. How's the weather in Canada, by the way? I'm so geographically challenged, I don't know how the weather is anywhere. All right, Dom, if you can just send me an invite to join. I sent you one, but it might have you send me one. Give me just a second. Let's see if he's still on here. He might have some connection trouble. It seems like depending on where you're at in the Keys, connection can be a little bit iffy. So he may have had to go just grab some Wi-Fi signal. So let me just give him a minute to come on here. All right, let's see, where are we at? Hey Jonathan, hey Dorina, how's everybody? All right, cool. So we're just waiting on Dom to come on. He is gonna be our guest today. So let's see where he's at. Wait for him to pop back on. Hi, how are you? How are y'all doing? Did everybody have a good 4th? I hope so. We actually didn't even watch fireworks. Can you believe that? At like 8 o'clock, I was like, what time do they even do fireworks? And we went out and there was none. So I think this was like the first year that I did not watch fireworks. Hey, Renee, Elizabeth, I'm feeling so much better. Thank you. So much better. I'm just taking it light with what I'm eating. I'm not eating anything crazy. I'm kind of doing the gluten-free thing for now. Just until I know for sure like what kind of diet that, yeah, I know it's no fun. Oh hey Dom, what's happening? Will it let you request to join? Let me see if it'll let me do this. I don't, oh, okay, here we go. Yay, here comes Dom. Y'all give Dom some love. Y'all give Dom some thumbs up, some hearts. He's super awesome. Dom, what's up, dude?
Hey. Try to figure this out 1 second.
You got this. Hey, that would be kind of fun if you're upside down. We could roll with that.
I'm not sure why I'm not coming through the headset right now, though.
I got you. You seem
You can hear me okay? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then I'll do without, so. All right, hi.
Hey, what's up? I know.
Not much.
Facebook Live can't figure out if they want us to have headphones on or not, so. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me okay?
I can. We're good. All
Great.
right, cool. So hey, to all of our viewers coming on. So awesome, Dom. I'm happy to have you on. I told our viewers I wanted to interview you today because I'm in the Keys. You live in the Keys, you lucky guy. So I'm like, how appropriate. Like, let's totally do this while I'm here my last day in the Keys. So I'm happy to have you on. I love your story. I love your energy. Thanks for making the time and hopping on. So tell all of our amazing viewers what your experience has been. If you want to start with kind of before ketones and since you've been drinking ketones, give us a little glimpse into what your journey's been like.
Sure. So before ketones, I was extremely overweight, morbidly obese, as they would classify it. 390 pounds, living down in the Keys, had a lot of back problems, breathing problems, some sleeping problems due to sleep apnea, a lot of issues. Started working on myself, took hers over diet and exercise to lose about 45, 50 pounds, and then kind of plateaued and couldn't get anywhere else. And that was kind of before ketones. And I just, I was a nice person. I was always outgoing, positive, energetic, not even really energetic, but just motivated, wanting to help. And, I was just trying to bring positivity to the situation, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with where I was and what was going on in my life. And, not necessarily looking for change, but knew that getting healthier would make me better and make me happier. And I actually met Alex Copey through one of my farmers markets through my side business. And, he introduced me to ketones then, and I was very resistant. And we actually have a great little story about that. But over time, I finally started taking them. It's like, just put these in your system and see what happens. So that's what I did. And after ketones, I'm down to 275 pounds, from 390 to 275, lost 60 pounds with the ketones. I don't have any more of the sleeping issues. I sleep well at night. I'm happier. I'm more energetic. I'm a different person now. I'm just a completely different person and very happy with where I am and where life is going now. And just, it's amazing the difference. And I know I wouldn't be where I am without them. So.
Absolutely. That's incredible. So I know, and we'll have to do like we normally do and go back and show your before and better picture because it's incredible. So obviously you lost 60 pounds when you added the ketones in. Were you doing a keto diet with that, or what was your diet like whenever you started?
So when I first started, I wasn't. I actually started just taking the drink because that's what Alex said to do. So that's what I did. And I was still having like a bowl of ice cream every other night. I still had my pasta or rice every night because I, think, eating on the SAD diet, you got to have your carbs to keep your energy.
Yeah.
So still was having all that and was slowly seeing changes. And after I started seeing those changes, I cutting things out, specifically like the refined sugars and the carbs. I started seeing the changes even quicker now that those were out of my system, and then started intermittent fasting, IF. And then once I went through that, it was just, everything just kind of exploded. The combination of everything really just put me on a new track and really just changed my outlook and way of eating and how I can eat, and that I didn't have to do things the regular way anymore. And then the next step was the reboot, which, is coming up here soon, which I'm sure we'll probably get into in a minute. But after that first reboot, which for me was pretty difficult, I was hooked though, because the feeling afterwards was just so amazing. And the lack of wanting certain foods is amazing. Like, actually, it's funny because if I can jump onto that for a second, the first reboot, I was actually working in a kitchen. So I'm a chef, and I accidentally stuck my finger in a dish, when I was putting something away in the kitchen, and just instinctively you always lick it off. Well, it happened to be, unfortunately, it was key lime pie, and just the taste and range of flavors going from sweet to sour to savory to was just amazing, because I had like reset my palate back to not normal as well, and it was just like kind of mind blowing. But so back to the original question. No, I originally did not start eating keto. I still don't eat full keto. I still enjoy my carbs. I still have to taste different things and have the carbs, at work and such, but I keep it as low carb and as high fat as possible. I don't eat them in excess unless I'm having my cheat meal, which is every now and then, maybe like once a month, because I do, you have to have that little balance there. But my relationship with food has changed, and that's the biggest thing of all.
Amen. Yes, I could not agree more. So I love that. So do you do the reboot every month, or do you just do it every now and then? How do you do that?
I do the reboot every month. I actually did the double down in January. There was only 1 month I missed it, which I believe was actually Christmas time, just because I had so many parties and so many things going on and tasting that I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I have done 12 so far, and this will be,
Wow.
I think, my 13th coming up here. So.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. For you guys watching, and by the way, if you're watching live, just put live, and if you catch the replay, put in replay. And y'all give Dom some love. Like, that's freaking amazing. I love that. Your story's incredible. So those of you that are watching that aren't familiar with the reboot is a 60-hour supplement supported fast that we do as a community once a month. Some people do it every month. Some people do it every other month, every few months, depending on your schedule. When you can find a time that we do it together, but sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I have all these things during that little window of 60 hours. But so I know I've heard you say before, like, the fat loss is incredible, but the focus was a big thing for you too. The focus and the mood, you said, right? Just
Yeah, so being a chef, being in hospitality and everything, I deal with a lot of guests and customers on a daily basis, and while I'm really good at kind of being able to keep my calm and composure in front of everyone, I can definitely say though it's been a lot easier with that. And just my friends, like some of my friends that I work with and colleagues and coworkers, notice just like I'm the more positivity and happiness and just the difference that this is really made in my life and how it's changed, and like I said, it's going from being happy to being joyful. It's the emotion to the feeling, and that's really what it is. So,
yes.
but no, like, and the focus at work, for me is it's really important. And how do I explain it? It feels like you're turned on, like the movie Limitless,
Right.
when they talk about taking that, that synthetic, whatever it is, but like, that's what it feels like. It's like after 30 minutes of, 30 minutes to an hour, I'm focused, I'm ready to go. Things just seem easier. The day goes by more smooth, and it really, just because I feel better, I'm, not worried about things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe you have your mom drinking ketones now too, right?
So yeah, so I've started my mom drinking ketones. Actually, it's funny. She texted me earlier today when I was at work and said I got the worst headache the other day, and I looked up, online and saw keto headache and saw that it was, an imbalance of electrolytes, and immediately went and took the Mitoplex, and 15 minutes later the headache was gone. And she's like, can you have any more packets of those you can send me? And I'm like, yes, I'll get those in the mail immediately for you.
I got you. I know, that's how I am with.
Yeah, that she's seen the change in me, and she's hoping to see the change in herself now, and I think she's actually seen it just in these few couple of days. So we'll see, how that goes. But
that's amazing. There's nothing better than that. Well, awesome. Well, one last question: what's your favorite flavor?
There's so many good ones, but my go-to in the morning is the Blue Ocean, just because I get up so early in the morning. It really gives me that sustained energy throughout the day. I don't have to worry about taking another one till like 2 or 3 o'clock when I first, have my first kind of meal of the day, because when I intermittent fast. With the keto up though, I love that Toucan Tango though. I mean, that's really, really good. And then I'm actually starting to fall in love with this mint chip and this new ice cream recipe that they have. Like, this is really becoming a go-to at night. I found 100% dark cacao at Publix the other day. I grabbed some of that, shaved some of that to that, and oh my god, that's like the perfect little treat at night. So
good.
But
awesome. I love it. Well, listen, you're absolutely amazing, Dom. I appreciate you sharing your story as always. I always appreciate your energy and your positivity. And if you guys have any questions, any of the viewers, just put your comment below. We'll get back to Dom or myself. And with that, thank you, Dom. You're awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in with us, and enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. And we'll see you soon.
My pleasure.
Thanks,
have a great one, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye, Cameron. Have a good one.
Bye.